Welcome to the March vlog. This one's going to be a little bit different than usual because it's night time and I'm not in a house, I'm in this giant viewing deck in the dark of the domain. Because this month my sleeping patterns have been completely crazy. So I know there's a big thing with vlogs and blogging of there being this kind of forced positivity where everything seems all great all the time, you're only focusing on the good aspects. I, like sadly quite a lot of people our age, have had run-ins with depression and anxiety before. And I know it's way too common with people our age. For me particularly, that anxiety is really rooted around work and income. And I found very few jobs I can do, but a lot of them have been the source of a really big amount of anxiety. And I think so many of us carry all this anxiety and hurt around money and jobs and making a living. It defines us, of course it does. But there's been jobs where I'd have one shift that week and I'd spend the entire week being nauseatingly anxious about that one shift to the point where I couldn't think about anything else. I felt like I was at a disadvantage from everyone else because this basic thing called living is something I still hadn't really hashed out how to do. They make me feel like I have this need to prove myself and push myself further and be more productive for society. And I don't want to be creating and being productive because I want to prove a point. I want to do it because I feel playful and because I love it. And I just love creating and connecting with other people. But we all have our own anxieties and our own Achilles heel. Because this anxiety is like a brick wall that I just can't get past, it feels like being stuck and it's hard to know how to move on. And I've had so many friends who are affected by anxiety and depression. That's also how I lost my friend Dean. A lot of people find it very hard to talk about it and very hard to deal with it. A lot of people, I think, don't want to acknowledge that they have depression because there's always someone who has it far worse than they do. So they don't want to kind of step on somebody else's toes. But there's a massive spectrum of it, and we all have our own struggles in some way. I have such a loving family and such loving friends. And I do come from a privileged background as well. But it makes me think, the people who don't have the money to get help, the people who don't have that emotional support from other people, like if I struggle with these things despite all the support I have, then it makes me worry about the people who don't have that support either. And we definitely need to make those services a lot more easily available. And I'm super excited to start making a full-time living from all this art, if I can pull it off. And I feel like I finally have the structure in place and the skills and experience to do that. With your help, I really hope to change things this year. And I'm super excited for the progress I'm making with these dreams I've had since I was a kid. And if you have any issues with depression or anxiety or any mental health related thing, or even if you just feel real sad and you don't feel comfortable with like a stronger label because you just feel real sad, then talk to someone about it. You are beautiful and appreciated. It is the 1st of March, and I've just finished writing the rough draft of the Alien script for the Alien band show, which is an idea I've had since I was a kid.
I just wish you didn't always sound so surprised whenever we enter a meteor shower and the GPS saw coming like an hour ago.
I'm sure it's wonderful. I'm sure they love alien visitors. It's been really productive for Cirrus, which is the short story that I'm writing as a freebie to introduce people to the world of shadows. And I want you to know that I managed to cut the Cirrus short story down to a very neat 25,000 words. One of the awesome parts of the month was getting to do a trip with my dad down to see Mum and Thames and my little sister Bridie. She's a puppy. There it is! Oh, welcome to Thames! We're in the big city now!
Everybody alright in the back, kids?
Yes, Mum.
No fighting and pitching, we're not there yet, so don't ask.
Excited for the road trip, Dad?
Yeah.
Hey?
Yeah.
We headed to Cathedral Cove for take 2 because last time we missed the turn off.
I'm sorry that we did not appreciate you when we had you. do anything to change time.
Just want to say, Mousy, that I'm really, really sorry what happened to you. I heard you playing in our kitchen. I thought maybe we could relocate you to the Domain, which is a big, beautiful park. But when I moved the table, I didn't realize you were behind it, and I'm very sorry that you're gone, little Mousy. And now we're taking you to the Domain where you can live on, and we'll visit you often. There he is. Brave little soldier. Yeah. Oh, it's beautiful.